Check 1, 2, check 1, 2, 3. I guess we're live. Hey guys, while we're waiting for all this to hook up. Hey everyone, welcome back to the sunny side. Decided to come on while we're doing all these live streams, right? As long as I'm going through this sobriety thing, I'm coming online to show you guys that I'm doing it. So it's not going to be doing it forever, especially when I get busy. I want to start golfing at night. Well, not like golfing, but going to the golf simulator at night because it's January, man. It's time to get the new year in game. Okay, let's check the sound. 3, I guess. Wow. Anyways, I hope everyone is having a super amazing day. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me get to the screen over here. So I'm making these videos about empath awakening because I'm clearly going through it. I'm very clearly going through it. And some of the magic stuff seems to have stopped. I guess I'm not really feeling all that magical spin inside of me that I was a couple of weeks ago. And I'm not sure if it's still happening or it's not happening or what's happening. But I'm at the stage now where I'm trying to, where I'm integrating my ego, or not my ego, my shadow, So I'm integrating my shadow, and new behaviors are accompanying this integration. But they'll pass, right? You have to grow into your new behaviors. And so there's some interesting stuff along this. It's not, and along the way, I've been studying with ChatGPT on how different ways the shadow, like an unaddressed shadow or an unintegrated, right? To address your shadow is not enough. You have to integrate your shadow. And then that's the deal. Because right now, let's say you have a, hey, this girl, what's up? I hope everything is super cool. It's not enough to just acknowledge your shadow because you already acknowledge your shadow. Like, wow, I could be an evil motherfucker, right? That's acknowledging your shadow. But until you integrate the shadow, it's a little tricky. So instead, and I was thinking about this for the last day or so. So there are many ways. Oh, let me turn this heat off, Matt. Many ways that, again, that I'm working with ChatGPT to identify the shadow and how the shadow holds us back or restricts us or limits us or suppresses our true desires and whatever. And so we're doing that, like how you can see yourself reflected back in others, right? Like your shadow, like this person, like why do I dig this chick, man? It's because she has characteristics that are repressed in me, right? Like for better and for worse, or not, whatever, man. I dig that chick because that's parts of my shadow reflected back, and I dig my shadow. And it's the same with all of you. Why does that chick dig me? She obviously digs you because you have money, Sonny. All right, whatever. Aside of that, why else would another chick dig me? Because a lot of chicks don't dig me, man. I guess she's digging me because I reflect parts of her shadow that she represses, that she really likes. So that's the deal. Any of you guys, anyone out there who's takes a fancy to me. Take a fancy, man. What are you doing? I'm taking a fancy, Sonny. Oh, okay. Anyone who's getting anyone who's digging me, it's because I'm reflecting back some part of me that is identifying with some part of your shadow. And I'll make some videos about that. Like I have the ChatGPT thing about that. We've been talking about it. So that's one way to find parts of your shadow. Other ways are like, what don't I like in that guy, right? What's in that guy that I don't like? And that's also in your shadow, right? So I like the girl, that's my shadow. I don't like this jackass, that's my shadow as well. So what the fuck all of, man? So it's a little tricky. Anyways, today we did procrastination. Anyways, whatever. So I was thinking, in addition to that, all right, in addition to the girl, oh, that's my shadow, that a jackass, that's my shadow. In addition to all of that, it's it's the part of you that's repressed or suppressed or like unacknowledged. It's the part of you that light doesn't see, man. It's the shadow. And so if you consider yourself a super goody goody, then you're going to have to acknowledge like your massive capacity for evil, man. Yeah. I remember when I was younger, my drummer friend, who's also a psychotherapist, because that's how we roll, man. Whatever, Sonny, shut the fuck up, man. All right. I sure hope I'm wearing pants. My or shorts of some kind. The anyways, a drummer buddy of mine when we used to play together in our 20s, and he's a psychotherapist, Fabio the Wise Man. I remember one day something happened and I looked at him and I'm like, there we go, man. One for the good guys. And he looks at me and he says, Sonny, man, don't you mean the bad guys? Don't you see? It's like, Sonny, we're the bad guys. And like, I'm laughing a lot I guess I'm having nervous laughter as I'm growing into the new me. I'll say that again without laughing. So if I'm hanging out with Fabio, right? The drummer at our old downtown in Toronto, long time ago, like 25 years ago. And something happened. I don't remember what it was. And I turned to Fabio and I said, there we go, man. One for the good guys. And he turns to me and he's like, don't you mean the bad guys? And he's like, Sonny, with bad guys, man. You have to get that. Well, 25 years later, I'm starting to realize that we're one of the bad guys. You know, a couple of months ago, as I started flirting with these ideas, I was making comments about to Scorpio, because Scorpio was starting to fight back, and we'll fight back in real, for real. Like right now. Right now is the time to continue shedding our skin. Right now is the time to continue fighting back. So so I started saying, somewhat in jest, that we are the bad guys, right? Scorp, we're the bad guys. I started saying that. And, you know, partially I was angry, but whatever. That stuff's, you know, that has been patched up most. See, no more laughing, man. That's been patched up inside of me. So that's the action. Then we have, no, man, my brain keeps gaffing, though. That's for sure. This stop drinking thing, my brain didn't come back yet. Okay, next. So when we're dealing with the shadow, man, let's get back to it. I said next, but let's finish this up. So if you're a real serious goody-goody, then you're going to have to embrace your great capacity for evil. Hey, Callie, I hope you're having an amazing day. Hey, Callie, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's great to see you. I'm just talking to everybody about, we're going to do the dark astrology stuff in a sec. When people start showing up, we'll do the dark astrology. But I've only been coming on because I'm trying to tell everybody that I've sobered up. So, and I'm changing my personality. And I seem to be doing a lot of this nervous laughter stuff, which isn't really that cool, but I'm sorting it out, man. Okay. So as we're going through this, you guys are going to have to, embrace and integrate your massive capacity for evil. So once you realize that you're not the goody-goody side anymore, we've never been the goody-goody side, but I am kind of a goody-goody man. I am quite benevolent. And I'm laughing, nervous laughter. I'm not benevolent anymore. I'm taking advantage of, man. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing any of it again. We're moving forward. We don't churn around here. We are into growth. You saw the shadow in the tail heart. Oh, very cool, man. Can you explain it to us? Hey, Kalia, can you explain that to us? As I keep mumbling along, right, about the shadow, can you explain that to us? We'll get to, and we'll talk about this for another 5 minutes, and then at 11 o'clock we'll jump into the fun stuff. But because this is all part of it, right? I'm going to teach you guys some dark psychology tricks, And now, and as I'm doing this, I might as well acknowledge what I'm doing it. You could say, oh, I'm doing it to protect the self, and you could choose to use a dark or whatever like that. But no, man, that's not the intention. I'm embracing my dark side. I'm the bad guy now. I am the bad guy. I'm the guy who got away, man. For any girls out there or any whatever out there, I'm the guy who got away. And I'm taking pride in being the guy who got away. I'm loving this, man. I'm going deeper into my dark side. Hey, Daniela. No, we're gonna start in a couple of minutes. The guy was bothered by. Oh, I'm having trouble reading up close. The guy was bothered by the old man's cold, icy eyes and loneliness. Oh, that's all right, man. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. That sounds like me, man. It sounds like me. I'm an old man with cold, icy eyes and loneliness. Except I'm not really that lonely. I like it. The young man. That's really cute, man. C is good enough. C is good enough. The young man was afraid that the old man's life would one day become his own. Well, oh man, I would love that. My dad was rich as fuck. My dad had an amazing life. No, I wish my life was as good as my dad's. Actually, my life is gonna be, by the time I die, unless it's murder suicide, the unless one of my ex-wives makes it back, they do the murder suicide thing. I've got about another 15 years of life left in me, optimistically, and I'm going to be very successful. I have a plan for this next 15 years of life, and I'm going to be super successful. And hey, Collier, it's great to see you. Hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to the sunny side. Make sure you subscribe and stick around. Well, I think I've seen you before. All right, what did you see today, Daniela? Oh, you saw Scotty today? No way. Did you see? Oh, it says right there. I can't see anything up close. Remember, for those who are new here, we have a 3 couch rule when I wear my glasses. I can't see. Hey, guys. Oh, he called you. You're Leon? No way. Oh, Leon, man, your picture looks amazing. I was getting so turned on by your picture, but I know you're like 6 feet tall. So and you're like mean as fuck. But wow, you look great, Leon. I hope everything is super cool with you and the crew, like the kid and all that. Hope everything's settled down. You went through a hell of a fucking law. You're probably not out of it either, are you? You're probably gonna have a little bit of bullshit going on for another month and a half, and then you're finally gonna be out of it. Wow, it's great to see you. Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah. Yeah, you're like a serious chick, man. You're like a serious woman. You fuck someone up. So yeah, it's great to see. I keep forgetting. You look great. Well, yeah, whatever you're doing, keep going. Don't sweat it. You only have a little bit. Look how optimistic I am. Yeah, not out of it, but optimistic. I feel great. I know I'm not out of it. Not at all. I have another month to go, and I'm not even worried about it. Like, I'm excited. I'm staying low to the ground. I'm not stressing anything out. I'm putting out those little videos. I'm doing this, changing the topic a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. We'll sort it out in the next month. And Leon, I stopped drinking, man. Can you believe that? Wait, well, Danielle is here as well, right? And then who else is here? And that's probably, anyways, I stopped drinking, guys. Can you believe that? I just did my hypnosis shit on myself. It's not that easy, man. I don't really believe in self-hypnosis, but I do believe that if you can, because I've been trying it, I really haven't been able to do it. But I went to the Buddhists for meditation, and then the Buddhists were able to lock me into state because it's group meditation. And once they locked me into state, I was able to do my thing. I was somehow able to do my thing, and I did it, and I did it, and I did it, and now and I'm going back at the end of January, and I somehow stopped drinking, man. Last week, I haven't touched the sauce in a week now. Wow, I can't believe it. I'm still addicted to porn though, but I get bored easily. So I have whatever. I'm working on it, man. Everything is going to be okay. So whatever you're going through, don't worry about it, man. It's going to be, all the verrugas are going through it, and they're going to be okay. And the only thing, everything is gonna be, you need just a couple of months and then we're done. Well, you don't have to stop drinking. Ah, thanks. Thanks, Leon. Yeah, yeah, no, I did it. I really did. Well, I didn't just do it, okay? I didn't just do it. I meditated the fuck out of myself. I meditated the shit out of my brains. And I like I did everything that I know how to do. I did. And well, that's not true. I didn't do everything. Actually, all I did was I kept it really simple. And I went right in, and I did it. I was able to do it. But that's me, man. I'm the hypnotist. I don't expect you guys to be able to do that. But like I expect me to be able to do that, and I did. And I'm proud of myself. Ah, thanks, Leon. Well, I'm not going to be on the wagon forever. This isn't like a lifetime thing. This isn't like cigarettes, okay? No more cigarettes ever. Like that's it. No more cigarettes. This if I want to go out for like to the bar and hang out for a bit, go watch the football game or whatever, or go to Niagara Falls. Like maybe I meet somebody and we go hang out in Niagara Falls, right? That would be fun. We'll have a couple of drinks. Everything is going to be cool, and I might even get hammered. But what I won't do is I'm not going to wake up at once I wake up like 10 o'clock in the morning and start drinking, right? That's what I'm not going to do. Drink all day, every day. Those days are done. Those days are done, man. I've got other things to do. Like today I had to shovel the snow. So, all right, next. Yo, Quill, what's up, Foxy? Does Foxy mean the same thing in Australia as it does over in Canada? What does Foxy mean in Canada, Sonny? It means, oh yeah, baby. Hey Yoshi, what's up, playa? Yoshi, stop cock and blocking, man. I was flirting with Quill. All right, everybody, chill out. Let's start. Come on. Okay, let's start, man. Anyways, thanks, Leon. It's great to see you. You look great, great, great. And yeah, man, I'm on the wagon for now. I'm changing my life. I'm ready to go. I'm so ready to go. I feel like I was punished way beyond anything that I deserved. Way, way, way beyond anything I deserved. I feel like the universe just punished the fuck out of me, like just squished the fuck out of my brains. But now it's not that I fought back, it's that I was able to heal, because empaths heal. And not only that, I think I have something to share with everyone about this process. All right, next. And anyways, it's great to see you. Are you sure it means the same thing, Quill? All right, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Hey Patricia, what's up? I hope you're having an amazing day. All right, everybody, cool. So what is a trauma bond? All right, man. And how do we use a trauma bond? How do we create a trauma bond so someone will be super attracted to us in a way that they can't, internally get away? Like, how do we trap someone subconsciously with a trauma bond? All right. How do we do that? All right. So first, what is a trauma bond? Oh, wow. You left a toxic Gemini. No way. Yeah, Geminis are a lot of fun. You know what? I wouldn't stress anything like that. Geminis had it rough. Geminis had breakup energy. So like it's okay. Same with the Scorps. At this stage, with 1 month to go, I think I should just relax, right? And I think everybody should just relax, finish up what they got to do, some in urgence or with haste. And for everyone else, just get ready to blast off, man. I think we're really going to blast off like on the February 17th, 18th, 19th. I just have a feeling we're going to like just take off. So everybody be cool. But before then, we have January 26th, 27th, 28th to pass through. And that's going to be a holy smoke-olas. So like there's more happening in the world than just the thumb being removed from us figuratively in the attack world. All right, next, let's get back to it. So what's a trauma bond? You know what, man? I thought a trauma bond was like the girl had trauma in life. I had trauma in life. I see her trauma and I feel sorry for her. She sees my trauma. She feels sorry for me. And we kind of bond like that. That's what I thought trauma bond was. But it's not. That's not it at all. That's being homo. Yeah, that's having homo love for her. Oh, you saw her. So, oh, I want to come and heal you. Oh, yeah, I'm an empath. I'm in. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and you go. Oh, no, man, that's not what the action is, man. That's not trauma bond. A trauma bond comes from, check this out. This is pimp style. If you want to learn how to be a pimp, Pimp 101 game. In pimp game, what you do is the very next morning, right? If you want to trauma bond that girl in pimp game, the very next morning, right after she's really happy and she's in a really good mood, in pimp, if you want to be a good pimp, you have to freak out. You have to yell and scream, and you gotta say, "What the fuck?" You gotta like absolutely go fucking mental, and that's how you create a trauma bond. Yeah. Well, what if you're not a pimp, Sonny? How do you create a trauma bond if you're not a pimp? So those are all good questions, man. I never thought about it like that. I never really taught anyone who didn't want to be a pimp. All right. Well, let me think about it. If you're a normal person and you're toxic, you see, the way you trauma bond is you bond through a created trauma. Meaning, if you have to be lovey with someone, and someone has to be into you, and then you have to break the rapport. And so that's how it works. You establish rapport, and then you break rapport hard, and that creates a trauma bond. And you might know that because toxic people attract other toxic people. And you know this idea of creating a trauma bond as ghosting. Yeah, you guys are some sick motherfuckers. Yeah, you're dumb as shit. Oh, man, unless you're doing that on purpose. Well, that's how you create a trauma bond. So we're going to look through this and we're going to see. So that's how you create a trauma bond, man. It's that simple. And that once again is Pimp Game 101. And that's about as hard as you can go. And once you do that, that's it. You see, the mind likes to resolve puzzles, right? Or it likes to close loops. So if you create a trauma bond, what you're doing is you're creating an open loop. And that's the deal. There are other ways to create open loops, and we'll talk about that a little later. But today we're talking about creating a trauma bond through cutting someone off or just telling someone to fuck off. But not necessarily, because you're not trying to get rid of the person. You're trying to lock the person in. You're trying to get the person addicted to you. So here we go. Let's start at Aries. And let's just think about it for a second. Because this trauma bond stuff, getting someone addicted to you, it works better with certain zodiac signs than it does with other zodiac signs. So, like, for example, let's start with Aries. I would consider as a fire sign. Now, I'm not an Aries, okay? I'm a water sign. And water signs, that's how we bond, man. Just to let you guys know, if you guys want to attract a water sign, the absolute best way to attract a water sign is to trauma bond them. And they're never going to let you go. They'll do fucking anything for you. Oh my God. They will do anything. All you have to do is tell your water sign to fuck off, and you have them hooked for life. Seriously, man. How many times do you think Brandy tried to divorce? How many times do you remember Brandy divorcing me? Yeah, I'm still waiting for her to come home. I'm telling you, man, trauma bonds run deep. If you want a trauma bond, first, the easiest sign to trauma bond is a water sign without any question. All you got to do is break up with your water sign and they will come flooding back. All right, next, let's go back. What about, although you have to be careful with Pisces. Pisces will flip on to the next person very quickly. Pisces is a mutable water sign. So although you can trauma bond a water sign, Pisces is usually quite quick to hit the fuck off button. So I would be cautious about using that on a Pisces. To attract a Pisces is a little different. But for Cancer and Scorpio, oh man, you had me a fuck off, creep. All right, next. What about Aries, guys? Do you think a trauma bond is going to work on an Aries? Hey, Julie, what's up? We're working on trauma bonds. We're trying to see if you can trauma bond all of the zodiac signs. And right now, we have Cancer and Scorpio are the easiest zodiac signs to trap in a relationship because they're by far and away the easiest zodiac sign to trauma bond. Like, seriously, it really is. All right, next. So Aries, can you trauma bond in Aries? Wow, that's a good question. Some Aries are quite clingy, right? Like, and some are highly mutable. Like Aries is an aggressive sign, and Aries is let's go. I'm Aries. I'm Aries. I'm the best, and especially Aries rising. Aries rising, very competitive, man. And so I don't know if a trauma bond is really going to do it for an Aries, because if an Aries is into you and you get them to tell them to get lost, they might get lost or they might keep going, but eventually Aries is going to take off. So even if their Venus is in Taurus, they'll be slower to warm up, or they'll be highly possessive. But I don't see Aries sticking around for anyone who's playing games. That's why Aries doesn't really work with some of the water signs. Like Aries doesn't really work with Scorpio because Scorpio's stubborn, and if Scorpio's playing games, Scorpio doesn't know when to stop playing games, and Aries is not going to stop. No, I mean, Aries is not going to stick around for it. And although I consider Aries an incredibly sexy zodiac sign, like incredibly. Hey, Truth, what's up? Welcome back. I hope everything is super cool. All right. And hey, Julie, I hope I said hello to you. Yeah, Aries are fun, man. Yeah, they're fun. And they're DTF. Yeah, they're down to fun. So, Aries is awesome, man. However, I don't think a trauma bond is going to work on them. I think if you trauma bond in Aries, they're going to go after your girlfriend. So I wouldn't recommend that. And so, all right, next. Yeah, I don't think it would really work with Aries. We'll talk about other ways that might work with Aries that wouldn't work with other zodiac signs. Like I think if you gaslight in Aries, you could probably get them because you could push them all over the place and confuse them. You could probably confuse Aries into bed. Oh, wait, we're talking about the water signs. So that's why Aries doesn't always work, right? Because Aries and Cancer, because Cancer plays games, and Aries don't necessarily like the games Cancer plays. Like they do, but Aries gets bored and Cancer gets hurt. That's why Cancer and Scorpio get along so well, because they play games, man. They play the same games. It's really funny. They play the same "I'm not talking to you" moody game, and they're like, meh, meh. They're like that's how Scorpio and Cancer talk. Is so funny. Yeah, Truth, go ahead. Just send me an email. Hey, Truth, just send me an email. I'll type it in the chat. Just send me an email and we'll set it up. They're only $85. It's pretty cheap right now. Yeah, here you go, Truth. This is the my email. Just send me an email and we'll set it up. Again, it's only $85. Don't worry, it's not really that much. And make sure you send me your birth information. We set it all up. Yeah, Julie, that's how Cancer and Scorpio fight. They Cancer and Scorpio fights like this. And Cancer's like, Scorpio's like, Cancer's like, and Scorpio's like, oh man. All right, next. Everybody chill out. All right, what about Taurus? Can you create a trauma bond with Taurus? Well, you know what? Taurus is extremely possessive. So if you take their toys away, they'll freak out. Like they're incredibly possessive, and you really don't want to make a Taurus angry. They like break shit, man. So you gotta be careful. But then they're really like muscly and strong and sexy, and they're like they could damage things like beds and chairs and couches. Oh my, Taurus can damage things. So, so can you trauma bond a Taurus? What do you guys think? Can you trauma bond a Taurus? A Taurus is slow to groove, man. Right? Like if you finally want to pull the bull and you either like have a date or something with a Taurus, she's gonna like they might think it's weird. I think if you try and trauma bond a Taurus, they might not care. Yeah, or might not notice. I would imagine that Aries would notice and they would care, but they'd move on quite quickly because Aries is tag and release anyways. Like Aries just in for the game. But Taurus, if you went cold on a Taurus, they would probably just they could walk away pretty quick. You know, my ex, who's a Taurus, my first wife, she was quick to walk the fuck away. Like she's like the least faithful person I ever met in my life. And I you guys know the type of unbelievable, man. By cheating on them with a restaurant owner, that's how you trauma bond a Taurus. Exactly. Well played. To trauma bond a Taurus, you cheat on them. You show the Taurus that because Taurus thinks you're property, right? Taurus thinks you're property, which is kind of hot. I like it. I'm a Scorpio. I like being trophy husband. Whatever. So Taurus thinks you're property. So if you cheat on the Taurus, that's going to create a trauma bond. They're going to get a little weird. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll do Sagittarius. Sagittarius knows how to get Taurus crazy. Yeah, Taurus don't really appreciate Sagittarius energy very much. Like it's not the worst in the world, but it's like Sagittarius is like pushy, man. They can be like pushy and like you see Taurus, like Aries is pushy, but they're playful, right? Aries is playful, but they're kind of pushy but Taurus could have their Venus in Aries quite easily, and in which case the Taurus is pushy. So you never know. But if you Taurus Venus in Aries, they're gonna. But for the most part, Saggy could drive a Taurus fucking crazy because Taurus wants to stay home and Saggy wants to go out. It's kind of funny, you know. I don't know that would be like a bad match, right? If we were doing worst matches of the zodiac, maybe Taurus Sagittarius would be a pretty fucked up match for sure. All right, let's move on. Definitely, you guys are right. You could definitely create a trauma bond with a Taurus. All you have to do is date them and then cheat on them. You don't have to kick them out. You just have to cheat on them. All right, what about Gemini? Can you create a trauma bond with a Gemini? Absolutely impossible. It's impossible. I've never met a Gemini. There's no way. Geminis don't like, oh my God. I went to pick Tina up. She was out of jail for like an hour and a half standing there, and she was standing with some other guy. Geminis, they ain't Geminis and Libras. You could probably trauma bond a Libra a little bit, but Libra's sleeping with someone else anyways. As far as Gemini is concerned, they won't even notice if you trauma bond them. Holy fuck. They'd be like, I guess he's grouchy. So, hey, what happened to you went to see Scotty? How is he doing? That's great. You guys make friends again? Go easy, man. You still have another month to go. Same with me. I'm going easy. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not bugging anybody. I'm not going anywhere. We just fucking around with dark psychology and having fun with it. But I'm glad you guys are talking again. I believe in friends, man. I believe in good friends. I don't believe in bad friends. And just because a guy need a little space doesn't make him a bad friend. Just saying. So, all right. Next. To trauma bond a Sagittarius. Wow, that's a tough one. Okay, we'll get there in a sec. So you can't really trauma bond a Gemini because the Gemini ain't really into you anyways. Yeah, give Gemini space. They might be wounded. Or stop talking to a Gemini. Just stop talking. No, man, you can't create a trauma bond in a Gemini. Like, they'll just go talk to someone else. Like, I'm a Gemini rising. Can you trauma bond me? Well, I'm a Scorpio first, man. Like, I'm totally Scorpio first. I think the trauma bond might come from your moon sign, guys. You know, although I'm saying like Taurus and talking about the Venus signs, I think your trauma bond might come from your moon sign. That's interesting. We should think about that. All right, so Geminis ain't trauma bonding. They can't trauma bond to Gemini because they're just gonna go get someone else. All right, next. Or they'll say you're just being moody. Always bored, right? Geminis are trauma. They're bonded to themselves. Oh man, they're bonded to themselves. Oh, that's hilarious. You guys doing good with Scotty? You made up. Good. Good, man. Good. Because I still believe we're stronger together. We just want to be sovereign. And I still believe that we're stronger together. And just because you had a thing doesn't mean it has to last forever. Your Pisces moon starts the fight. Well, Pisces, I wonder if you can trauma bond a Pisces because, like Gemini, like Pisces is like Gemini of the water signs. So, how do you trauma bond a Pisces? You could refuse their help. You could be like a Pisces helping you, a Pisces helping you, a Pisces helping you, because that's kind of their thing in life, right? Pisces and Virgos are kind of here to help others. And no offense, like I always take offense to it because my sun and my moon are in the 6th house. However, whatever, I like helping others. And so, but Pisces is the 12th, it's different. It's different than the 6th house, right? The 12th house is different. So Pisces supposed to help people, man. You could refuse a Pisces help. You could get them to help. I think I'm with Quill. A little bit of cheating helps. The Scorpios on the channel, who votes for creating a trauma bond by sleeping with the girl's sister or mom in Sonny's case? Hands up for the Scorpios who think that creating a trauma bond, the best way to create a trauma bond with a Pisces is to sleep with her 25-year-old daughter. I do. I might try that this weekend. Yeah. The best way to trauma bond a Pisces is to sleep with her 50-year-old mother. This is the best way, man. All right, next. What's up, Quilt? You trauma bonded your Pisces by giving him the perfect son and then refusing to have any more kids. Oh, really? That's so mean. That's so mean. I'd like to say I can't relate, but a similar thing happened to me with my kid and my turtle. Yeah. All right, back to it. So that's how we do it, man. So that's how we're going to trauma bond a Pisces. We're going to get pregnant. We're going to get pregnant and then take the kid away. Yep, that's how we trauma bond a Pisces. That's a little excessive, man. I don't know that that's good advice for everybody, but it's good advice for some people. If you want to trauma bond a Pisces, man, get them pregnant and steal their kid. Leon is saying true. What? What? Well, you have to break these trauma bonds because it's pimp game. Yeah, Quill, I have a really nasty astrological placements. Anything that I consider lineage gets taken away from me. All right. Hey, Salty, what's up? Wow. Hey, Leon, their dad was a Pisces? Are you crazy? Their dad was a what? What? No way. Wow, interest. What? I remember that. I remember you. That was what's part of the craziness. Are they same as energetic cords? You know, a trauma bond is. No, you can have energetic cords that are not based in trauma. Sure, why not? Although all chords are your subconscious, so it doesn't have to be a core energetic cord doesn't have to be a trauma bond, but it's usually falling in love with your own shadow. It's 100% falling in love with your own shadow. Energetic cords are falling in love with yourself on some level, for better and for worse, like very and using like real normal language. So the thing with the trauma bond is it's like you just once you recognize, you see, remember Daniela, oh, he's a Virgo. Oh, you guys got all the Virgo action going on. Oh, wow. Well, it's almost totally in the past, Leon. You're almost out of it. I hope. Remember this. This trauma bond shit's real, man. So it is real and it did happen. It may have happened unintentionally or it may have happened intentionally. You can weaponize this. You just have to cut the guy out for a couple of days, and that creates a trauma bond. Brandy did it to me, believe it or not. Looking back and studying all this stuff, she totally created a trauma bond. She did it a million times. She's never there with, like, she's brutal. She's really bad at this. And so she would disappear all the time. And so, like, that's her thing, right? She's an avoidant personality type. I'm learning. I'm learning. She's not a narcissist. She's avoidant personality type, but I'm not getting back together with her. So here's the deal. A trauma bond is one person creates trauma and the other person wants to feel the good vibes again. There's a high and then a low and then space. So there's a high, then a low, then space. And this space is where the trauma is created. You know how they say you fall in love when you're away from the person? You're creating a trauma bond while you're away from the person. You're together, you're high, you guys leave each other, you're low. And as you're away from the person, this trauma bond this thing is created where you guys say you fall in love in that space. But really, you're creating a trauma bond. You want to close this loop up and you want to feel the euphoria again or the negative, whatever it is that you want to feel. Many of you guys get into abusive situations because many of you guys confuse. Well, I just learned this the other day and I'm trying to figure it out. For many, many women, or most whatever, it says the part of your brain that activates love also activates fear. So the deeper in love you are, like the deeper you're triggered in attraction, the deeper your shadow is triggered with attraction, the deeper your fight or flight in your subconscious is triggered. So you're going to get some problems, man. So you're going to attract a lot of guys who trigger your fight or flight because that's how we programmed the thing. So it's kind of mental, huh? But so why do you like bad boys? Because being that feeling is associated with love. So that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the horoscope. Let's get back to the astrology. We're talking about trauma bonds. So it's not weird to feel that euphoria because that's what the subconscious, the body is searching for. Remember, you're attracted to that person for better or worse because you think there's a part of them that completes you or a part of them that you're looking for. So you got to chug along, man. You got to chug along and when it's gone, you're like, well, I need that thing, man. So that's the deal. Now, some zodiac signs fixate and some zodiac signs search, like Aries searches, Gemini searches, Taurus fixates, but Taurus a little slow, right? They're a little extreme. And then we get Cancer. Cancer absolutely fixates. Cancer trauma bond almost instantly. Yeah, you can trauma bond to Cancer by like going to like wash your hands. I got to go wash my hands. Holy shit, Cancer's going to fall. Why did you leave me? What? Why did you leave me? Oh my God. Well, anyways, if anyone wanted to know how to seduce a Cancer, that's all you have to do. Just get up and go to the washroom. Cancer's going to freak out. All right, next. What about a Leo? Does a Leo trauma bond? Well, I don't really know that the fire signs actually trauma bond. However, Leo is a fixed zodiac sign, and Leo gets a lot of attention. And Leo is the sign of fun time, not necessarily sexy fun time, but definitely a lot of fun. Leo and Sagittarius, a lot of fun as well. Different type of fun. So for Leo, like cheating on a Leo will definitely create a trauma bond, or lying to a Leo will create a trauma bond, or like you just have to make the Leo not feel like the best, like the king of the jungle. Oh, Julie's like, holy smokes, Sonny, how do you know? Last time I fell in love. This guy was like, I'll be back. I just want to go wash my hands before dinner. And Julie was like, I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back. And I was like, I was like, I remember going to dinner with Julie and this other, and the guy is like, I gotta go wash my hands. And Julie's like, I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back. And I'm like, Julie, relax. He's the waiter. He'll be back. Don't try not to trauma bond. It's the waiter. He'll be back. Are you sure, Sonny? Are you sure? Sometimes they leave me sitting here for hours. Relax, man. He'll be back. He's the waiter. You guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. The Sonny side is the best. Oh, man. Female Leo co-worker. Yeah, power is a big one. Quill trauma bonded her Leo ex by becoming better friends with his family than him. Oh, that's a very good one. Get in between him and the family. Like you become queen of the pride. Take his pride away. Yeah, take his chicks. Yeah, if you want to get a Leo, oh, I gotta tell you, man, the best way to like get back at a Leo is to absolutely bang his girlfriend. That is no questions asked. No questions, no mercy, no count to three. That is what we're doing. You shouldn't have played, man. You should not have played with a Scorpio. Wow, that's what we're doing. If a Leo ever plays me, that's what we're doing. Oh man, no mercy. I have no mercy for that. I shouldn't have been at that party anyways. I shouldn't have been there anyways. But if it's gonna happen, that's what's gonna happen. Leo coworker couldn't handle you teaching her things and not wanting to hang outside of work. She went on a campaign. Oh, really? She went on a little campaign? Little freak out. Little lions start freaking out. Start roaring, right? Drama queen. Well, Leos are drama queens. Well, Leo's sexy, right? But Leo's a drama queen. So how do you trauma bond the drama queen? Oh, you make her jealous, man. That's what you do. You absolutely make a Leo jealous. No questions asked. You know what? For the fire signs, like I think Aries is going to hit the boogie, right? Their cardinal's fire. They're going to take off. However, I think you trauma bond a Leo by simply sleeping with the guy's girl. Well, not the guy. You sleep with yeah, man. That's the way how you trauma bond a Leo. Sleep with their friend. All right, next. Who else we got? Oh, you're trauma bonded to a Gemini? Oh my God. Salty, what's yours? Can you remind us? Salty, you Scorpio or a Virgo? Oh, no, no. I'm teaching you protection from no, we're just having fun, Julie. And Julie, I'm just teasing you, man. I'm just teasing you. You're Cancer. Oh, and the Gemini's trauma bonding you. It's really easy to get trauma bonded by an air sign. Holy goodness. Especially a sexy air sign like Gemini. Oh my goodness. They are so wiggly, man. You think Pisces is wiggly? Pisces is wiggly, but they're not wind. They're like Gemini is like wind that just shows up as twins. Oh, Julie, we just having fun. Gemini's like the air signs are like air. If you like a Gemini can like trauma bond the crap out of you. They're like almost schizophrenic. Like or a Libra. Oh, a Libra's gonna trauma bond you in ways that has never existed in this world. Especially if you're like, oh my god, like Libra, you're like hanging out with Libra, hanging out with Libra, and you're like, you know what? I think this chick really likes me. And you know what? She's like really cute. And you know what? I think she's pretty cool too, man. And she's nice to everybody. And she's like really pretty. I kind of think this, and she seems so into me, man. Wow. Like, yeah. Oh, and then you're like, oh shit, she's what? You want me to drop you off at your boyfriend's house? Fuck. Libras, man, trauma bond 101. Libras will trauma bond the fuck out of you just by being your friend. Libra is queen of the friend zone. Oh, man. And cheating on a Libra doesn't work. They cheer you on. They're like, no way. I think she's perfect for you. You should go fuck that chick. Yeah, I'll talk to her for you. I'm like, what? Wow. Thanks. What? Anyways, Libra will trauma bond the fuck out of you faster than you can blink, faster than you can fart. Jingle bells. Holy God, man. Your Libra friends trying to trauma bond you? No way. No, it's not going to work. No way. No way. Libra is just being your friend. Holy God. You're going to find, you know how like cancers compartmentalize and, you know, some of the zodiac signs do their thing like that. Not like Libra. Libra is like, they are like, I would say, you know, I would, with so much experience with Cancer, you'd think I would say Cancer, but Libra like doesn't even play. Like Cancer at least playing and hiding. Cancers hide shit, right? Like crabs go hide shit in the cave under the water. Like cancers do that. Like it's really cute. They hide shit. However, and they fall in love with it. Then they get all cancers get all googly and stuff. I like Cancer, and so, but like Libra, man, Libra is open about it. Libra gonna say she has a boyfriend and still expect you and still fool her and still like take you to the shopping and say, how do I look in this how do I look in this lingerie? Do you think like my husband's gonna like it? And you're gonna be like, what the fuck am I doing here? Yeah, you look pretty good. I'm gonna take some pictures from my you're like, and Libra, like, it's not like, and that happened. I gotta tell you how many times, holy fuck, man. Yeah, friend zone, Libra, done. Next. Hey, Lane, we're talking how to create trauma bonds on the different zodiac signs, and we're saying that Libra, you can't really trauma bond a Libra because Libra already, like, I've never seen a single Libra in my life. I don't even think I've slept with a single Libra in my life. I mean, a Libra who's been single. I think I've only slept with Libras who've been married or dating somebody. Oh my God. All right, everybody calm down now. Yeah, it's Libras don't fuck around. All right, next. What other zodiac signs do you have to watch out for trauma bonds? Aquarius, obviously. Aquarius is going to trauma bond the fuck out of you. You can't trauma bond in Aquarius. You know what? You can trauma bond in Aquarius for sure, man. They're a fixed zodiac sign. They'll get pissed off and they'll be like, you would think no, right? Like you would think you can't really trauma bond an Aquarian because Aquarians are the sign of group sex. Like they're the sign of free love. Like that's the deal, man. So Pisces kind of the sign of free love as well. Like they like Pisces like to fool around. However, Aquarius is like, friends first. Like friends, Aquarius is friends into lovers, and it's a different kind of vibe. And Aquarian is exceptionally passionate, and they like fool around. Their Aquarians are kind of into open Some are into open relationships. Some are exceptionally clingy, sort of. They're not clingy. They're just a fixed zodiac sign. But now that we think about it, if you're trying to like, you can't really fool around on an Aquarius, and why would you? They're really pretty, and they're kind of like bendy. Aquas are bendy and a little bit on the pervy side, so like they're kind of fun. They're okay with me. However, and they're really pretty and smart. I like Aquas. However, I'm not into the group. I'm not into the free love kind of thing. I'm into pay for it. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm not totally into that. Also, I don't really do fun. So an Aqua is a very fun sign. I don't really do fun. Can you trauma bond in Aquarius? You probably could. However, their Aqua is programmed to walk. Aqua thinks of you as friends with benefits. So I don't know if you can trauma bond someone with friends with benefits. Like, that don't really make sense. So I don't know about that. Can you trauma bond a Capricorn? Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Capricorn's gonna fall hard, man. All you gotta do is they're looking for a trophy girl, man. They are looking for a trophy wife. All you have to do is walk away from a Capricorn and they're gonna come hunting you. They're gonna create a whole plan of shit. Oh my God. If you like a Capricorn, absolutely trauma bond that guy. He's gonna just start buying you shit. If you try, I recommend you guys go trauma bond a Capricorn. That guy's gonna try and buy your love back. Holy shit. I'm gonna go trauma bond a Capricorn girl, man. Oh man, she's gonna try and buy my love back. I'm so excited. Whoa, I'm so excited. Oh man, you've never dated a Capricorn. Oh, you don't know what it's like to have someone just randomly buy you shit. Oh, you should. Oh man, Salty. You gotta date a Capricorn. If you want to know what it's like to have someone try and buy your love, holy jeez, man. Meet a Capricorn, trauma bond the Capricorn, and then that's gonna be fun. That's so fun. You guys should all go trauma bond Capricorns. Oh, you guys are gonna have a lot of fun. Lane says Aquas are kind of aloof. So, like, seriously, yeah, I don't really know I don't really know you could trauma bond a Capricorn, an Aquarius. I don't really think you can. All right. Quill says she just bonded the Aquarian. Oh wow, you're using bonded as a verb. Quill, I see you're using bonded as a verb. Yeah, a verb. I'm not sure if that's a verb or a colloquial expression, but here we go. She just bonded with the Aquarian after. He tried to make you jealous. Yeah, he tried to make you jealous, huh? Well, he might have been a little clueless too. Oh, now he messaged you good morning every day. Oh, you really did trauma bond that guy. You really did. Good for you, Quill. You have to punish him for being a bad date. If someone starts talking about other girls and he's not, and like it's not me, if someone because like I trauma bond, I attract women by talking about my exes. Yeah. I gotta go get some more exes. I'm running out of stories, man. Yeah, really. That's really good. So that's how you do it. You friend zone you friend zone the Aqua. That's how you get the Aqua. You friend zone them. Yeah. I dated an Aqua once. She was really sexy, man. We used to jog together. I thought she was really sexy. And I think yeah, man. I think that's what you do. Friend zone the Aqua. Yeah. You can't friend zone a Libra though, because like they might actually sleep with you. That's the thing. Just because Libra's married or dating someone doesn't mean they're not going to sleep with you. Actually, if they don't sleep with you, you're kind of a loser. Just saying. All right, let's move on. So friend zone the Aqua. Trauma bond straight up cut out the Capricorn, right? He'll come buy you shit. Sagittarius, can you trauma bond a Sag? Oh yeah, Layton. It all starts with the friend zone. The girl I dated was a friend of Michelle. So, what friend? So, like, yeah, everybody knows that. Everybody in Vancouver knows who I'm talking about. So, yeah, it's Michelle's friend. So, otherwise, we wouldn't. I never would have met her. All right. Remember, I'm the laziest seduction artist on the planet. She walked right into my living room. It was really funny. She's the one who said that I seem aloof and dismissive. Yeah, if that does that, if you want to hear an Aquarius phrase, it's you seem aloof and dismissive. And I'm like, yes, I am, man. Like, let's get naked and make friends first. First. Anyways, that's what happens. Friends first, man. All right, next. Can you trauma bond to Sagittarius? You could trauma bond to Sagittarius. Yep. Saggis have feelings. You wouldn't see Sagittarius, so many Saggis dating so many Pisces if Saggis didn't have feelings. Now, Pisces, once again, is wiggly, and Saggy likes to get out into the world, and it seems like a perfect match, sort of. Like they're both very fun. They're both smart in different ways. They're both spiritual. They're both ruled by Jupiter. So you would think like Saggy and Pisces would get along. But Saji kind of like they're like kind of preachy, they kind of preachy, they kind of don't lay off. The constant outside game might get boring for Pisces, I'm not sure. Saji is the straightest shooter of the zodiac, so like they're the least likely to pull a punch. Least likely. You would think Aries is like like least likely to pull a punch, but not even remotely. Aries get timid, man. Some Aries, like just because someone's an Aries and doesn't mean they don't get shy, doesn't mean they're afraid to go in, doesn't mean they're gonna jump into action. Some of them, a lot of them don't, depending on the situation. Most of them, it depends on the situation and how far they choose to invest themselves, based on their confidence. So Sagis, however, Sagis feel, man, but they like really are sharp people and they will like blow up a Pisces right without even trying. So I can see how there are problems there. However, I can also see the attraction. You can gaslight a Pisces. Yeah, I don't think you should. I don't really think it's difficult because Pisces is Pisces, right? Not Pisces, Saggy. You can gaslight a Saggy, but once again, they're pretty smart. So to gaslight, like they know things. Like so, gaslighting a Virgo isn't going to work. Gaslighting a Saggy is not going to work. But you can trauma bond a Sag. Yep, you can break up with a Sag, and they'll try and get you back for sure. Not the number one, not the most, because they're always changing. However, if your Sag saw you as a good thing, you might be able to get them back. All right, Scorpio, you can obviously trauma bond to Scorpio. They're like Scorpio and Cancer are the easiest signs to trauma bond, not even pretending here. All you have to do, I told you guys, if you're going to go out on a date with a Scorpio, say it's like Tuesday and a Scorpio says, hey, what's up? You want to go do this thing on Friday? And you're like, sure, man, why not? Well, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that Scorpio is going to be like stalking your social media because that's what Scorpios do. And then they're like going to have a plan because that's what Scorpios do. And then they're going to be highly invested. Like Scorpios to get a Scorpio to go out, unless they have like a flaky moon, Scorpio's going to highly invest in you emotionally to go out on that first date. And it's already like when you go out on that first date with a Scorpio, the Scorpios it's for the most part, they really are thinking long term, right? From Tuesday to Friday is a very long time in the brain of Scorpio. And so that's an eternity. And by the time you get together, they know your game, man. And if they show up, they're interested. And so when a guy is that interested in you, right? As long as he mans up, right? If he doesn't man up, then he's playing homo game and you can't really play anyways. But if he mans up, and obviously sex with a Scorpio is mandatory on the first date or you're not going to ever see him again. And so then you just kick him out. Yeah, you just say, what? You think we're together just because we fool around a bit? That Scorpio, man, invested so much emotionally into you. That guy's going to be trauma bonded forever. He's going to be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And like for days, man. And then, that's what you do. And then you fuck with him. And that's how you get a Scorpio. You trauma bond with your Scorpio. It's that simple, man. Don't get your Scorpio jealous because he's going to freak out. You're not trying to get your Scorpio angry. When you trauma bond someone, you're not trying to get them angry. You're trying to get them to say, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? I thought we had a thing going on. You want them to chase the dopamine rush. You want the subconscious to try and close the loop that you opened up, right? Like it's a closed loop. Oh, man, everything is cool. Thanks. We had a great night. I'll call you. Everything is fine. Good luck. Have a great day. Right? That's a closed loop, man. You guys had a moment that lasted a night. But you want to bust that shit open, man. You want to break the fuck out of that link and you want to open that loop up and you want that motherfucking idiot chasing you. So you create a trauma bond. Yeah. So there you go. Next. Can you get a Virgo with a trauma bond? Obviously, yeah. Virgos invest in everything. So not in they're not as bad as the water signs, but like to get a Virgo invested in you. Oh yeah, man. All you got to do is get a Virgo invested in you and, become part of the Virgo's plan and then break it off, man. And that's how you trauma bond the zodiac signs. All right. What's up? What? Daniela says, if you the friend zone thing? Wait, I missed a comment. Lane says, oh, yeah, it starts with the friend zone. Daniela says, if you gaslight a Sag or a Gemini, we'll tell them. And the way you trauma bond a Virgo, you pretend to like them and then pretend date them. Then you really do fall in love. And that's it. Well, you shouldn't pretend date anyone. Like, that's kind of a waste of time. Although, you should, don't pretend date anybody. Just, go have some fun. Just go have some fun, man. There's no pretend date. But that's what it is, isn't it? It's pretending. That's how it works. It is pretend date. I don't look at it like that. I look at it like just hanging out. Although, we do get quite emotional. We do invest a lot into these situations, and it is much more heavy than I realize. It's just I haven't dated anybody in 30 years. I don't know, man. I don't really know how to date anybody anymore. I don't really care, man. I'm just thinking that it's kind of interesting. You're right. I'm a little out of touch with it. Quill says you betray your investment. That's what it is. Trauma bond may eventually kill you for sure, but it'll be fun for a year or two. Well, I'm not telling you guys not to trauma bond, right? I'm not telling you guys. We're exploring our shadow side, guys. Where'd Patricia go? Where'd Julie go? We're exploring our shadow side. We're not gonna go fuck with people up. That's not how you do it. But if you want to trauma bond someone, that's how you do it. So there you go. All right, it's almost midnight, guys. It's almost time for me to book off. How do you break a trauma bond? Man, to break a trauma bond, you don't break a trauma bond. So you don't break a trauma bond because a trauma bond is an open loop, right? The loop is open. If this is the moment, trauma bond opens it up. So to get rid of the trauma bond, right? You don't break the trauma bond. See, a trauma bond is you trying to close this loop up. You want resolution. Trauma bond wants resolution. So you have to learn to live in the world without resolution, saying, okay, whatever, I wish them the best, right? Go be she doesn't like me, whatever, right? Like Gemini, oh, well, next person, Aries, next person, oh, well, sorry about your luck, buddy. No, trauma bond comes from trying to close the loop, trying to get that person to come back here. Just let them go, right? That's it. To break the trauma bond, all you do is let them go. You're sovereign. If you're sovereign, you can't have a trauma bond. Like that, it's just like that. The trauma bond doesn't exist if you're sovereign. And we're trying to achieve sovereignty here as we explore our shadow work. So to break, so to speak, a trauma bond, again, you don't break a trauma bond. You just let the fucker go. Like, all right, fuck you. I see you later. I'll see you later. All right, fuck you. I guess you like I guess I'm not your type. Man, do you know how many girls that I'm not their type? For all the people who you don't know if you trauma bond anyone. You're a Cancer, man. You trauma bond. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. We have some. Hey, Patricia, it's not only about trauma bonding. What's more important than the trauma bond is the empath who leaks out, who gives too much. So, in the same style as the trauma bond, we want to lock ourselves. We want to create sovereignty so that you can't create a trauma bond. Remember, if we back it up, the trauma bond was created because you gave in to the other person, right? You gave in, you fell in love with your shadow and the other person. So that's wrong. Okay, you did that. You went and took the person and brought them into your sovereignty. You did that. And every time you do that, there's going to be suffering. Whether you have a trauma bond or not, whenever you do that, there's going to be suffering. And then when they break out, right? When they break out, so you reached and brought them in. You recognize your shadow. You fell in love with your shadow, reflected in someone else, which is fine, man. That's how we fall in love, or we fool ourselves in love, which is okay, man. Which is okay. You want to do this, and then the trauma, if they create trauma, like if that's the situation, then you gotta just let them go, man. And or say, they'll circle back when they feel like it. They'll circle back when we get a chance. And that's the deal. That's the deal. That's how you deal with a trauma bond. You just recognize that you're sovereign and that, I have a better way of looking at it. I look at it like this. So for me to avoid trauma bonds, because I did have the opportunity to be put into a trauma bond recently, like very recently. And I look at it like this. Instead of freaking out like a trauma bond, I am more sovereign and I'm changing now. So I look at it like this. The girl just needs some space. And as long as she needs space, I'll respect that. And if space means never in this lifetime, I'll respect that as well. But if space means I just need a little space because you're pretty intense guy, Sonny, then that's cool too, man. It's not my place to rush anybody within reason, right? Because I'm not really waiting or chasing, but I am respecting other people's energetic pace, and I'm respecting other people's ability, their need to process however long that takes. So that's how I'm looking at it. Instead of trauma bond, instead of freak anything, I'm like, maybe she needs some space, man. I'm an intense guy. All right. I'm not here to, that's just the action, man. Any questions? I got to hit the boogie. It's like almost midnight. All right, let's get out of here. You heal the part of you that's attracted to the bad behavior. No, Quill. No, Quill. Quill says you heal the part of you that's attracted to the bad behavior. Not at all. I am absolutely becoming the bad behavior so that more people are attracted to me. Yeah, man. Is that really what you're doing? Yes, it is. I'm becoming the Fonz, man. For those who watch Happy Days, I'm becoming the Fonz. I already talked to you guys already know who I talked to. I need a motorcycle and a surfboard. Yeah, I might need a camel. All right, Quill, relax, man. Yeah. All right. I think that thing should be charged. I've been online for like an hour and 15 minutes. I think that thing should be charged. I think that thing should be fully charged by now, man. You should go You should go back to bed and traumatize and trauma bond. You should go back under the covers and trauma bond yourself a little more. All right. Everybody cool, man. All right. Everybody cool. And with that, from the sunnyside.net, I'm Sonny. We'll look at other things. That's what a trauma bond is. So recognize it in yourself. And that's how I'm dealing with what in the past might have created a trauma bond, or I might have said, what the fuck? But now I'm saying something different as I see it. And I like it better like this. And I think I'm a stronger person for everybody because of it. All right. And I'm not judging you guys for any of it. All right. All right. There are a bunch of other ones we'll figure out along the way. And with that, wishing everyone the best, man. From the sunnyside.net, I'm Sonny, sending 2 big arms full of love all the way around the world. And I'll see you guys soon. Sweet dreams, Patricia. Have a great night, guys.